Have you ever stepped off a plane into a world that feels completely foreign? The signs are in a language you barely understand. The people speak quickly, their words like a waterfall that you can't quite swim in yet. This is Maria's story. At 26, Maria packed up her life in Bogotá, Colombia, and moved to a small town in Canada. A fresh start, a new job, a new home. But there was one thing she couldn't pack in her suitcase: confidence in English. Maria knew some English. She'd learned it in school. But textbooks never prepared her for real-life conversations. The kind that happen at the grocery store, or at the doctor's office, or in a simple chat with a neighbor. It wasn't just about words. It was about expressing feelings. She didn't know how to say, "I'm nervous," or "I'm lonely," or even just, "Can you speak a little slower?" But here's the magic of Maria's journey. It didn't start with grammar books. It started with a storybook. One rainy afternoon, Maria found herself wandering into the local library. It was warm, quiet, safe. She picked up a book, The Very Hungry Caterpillar. Simple words, bright pictures. Something clicked. The characters didn't judge her accent. The sentences were short, kind, patient. That night, Maria borrowed 5 more children's books. She read them aloud to herself, slowly, again and again. Reading stories wasn't just about learning words. It was about hearing how emotions sound in English. She learned how to say, "I'm excited," with a smile in her voice. How to whisper, "I'm scared," when something felt new and uncertain. She found audiobooks, too, versions of the same stories, narrated by friendly voices. She listened while cooking, while walking, while lying in bed, the voice becoming a comforting friend. It was a small moment, but powerful. Maria smiled and said, "You dropped this." The woman replied, "Thank you so much. That was kind of you." Maria didn't understand every word, but she understood the feeling. And more importantly, she realized something beautiful. She didn't have to speak perfectly to connect. She began labeling her world with words, words for emotions, for weather, for food. She made English part of her everyday routine, not a subject in a classroom. But here's the thing. Learning a new language isn't just about memorizing vocabulary. It's about belonging. About feeling like you're not just surviving, but living. Every day, Maria challenged herself to say one new thing in English. Just one. Sometimes it was as small as asking a cashier, "How are you today?" Other times, it was sharing a story about her weekend with a kind neighbor named Helen, who always smiled and listened patiently. Helen didn't just hear Maria's words. She made her feel seen. They laughed a lot. Not at each other, but with each other. And slowly, Maria realized something powerful. It was okay to make mistakes. In fact, those little errors were stepping stones. Each mispronounced word was a brick in the foundation of her confidence. Maria started keeping a feeling journal. Every night she'd write down how she felt in English. "I felt nervous today." "I was proud when I ordered lunch by myself." "I'm still scared, but I'm growing." Stories gave Maria words for her own life. They taught her how to say, "This reminds me of home," or "I'm learning something new every day." Bit by bit, English stopped being just a language. It became her bridge, a bridge between two cultures, two versions of herself. The Maria who left Colombia with a suitcase of hope, and the Maria who now smiled at strangers and started conversations in line at the bakery. One day, she met someone just like her, nervous, quiet, eyes wide with culture shock. And Maria did something incredible. She helped. She used those beginner phrases she once struggled with. It's okay. I know how you feel. You'll get better every day. Try listening to stories. It helped me. In helping someone else, Maria realized how far she'd come. Language is not just a skill, it's a connection. And Maria's journey wasn't about becoming fluent overnight. It was about courage, consistency, and kindness, from herself and from others. She started with storybooks, with audiobooks, with the bravery to say hello even when she was unsure. And now Maria's voice carries something stronger than perfect grammar. It carries heart. So if you're watching this and you're learning English, remember, your words don't have to be perfect, just yours. Speak from your heart, be patient, keep reading, keep listening, and trust that your voice matters. Because like Maria, you're not just learning a language, you're building a new home with every word. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring stories and English learning tips. Until next time, keep speaking, keep growing, and keep believing in yourself.